Okay, Franky's on the slab again, the operating table. Interesting find. Not. Let me get by this post here and I'll show you. What does that look like? That's supposed to be straight. That's one bent push rod. This one here looks like it's slightly bent a little bit right there. The funny thing is though, I didn't touch that side. The side that I didn't have the lifter in was this one right here. This is the one that it must have been down here, came when I tightened it down. So it held the valve open, it wasn't on the lifter at all. But that, I don't know when that happened, but I get these heads up, I may find a couple of valves funky, which would explain why it wouldn't run very well the last time I drove it. It kept stalling and running rough. So interesting find. Alright, just showing you what I got so far. I went to a machine shop today, local automotive shop. They told me $400 and $500 to rebuild the heads with hardened seats and all new guides with a valve job. He also said somewhere around $3,000 to rebuild the entire motor, but depending on what they find when they open it up, so you can understand that. So the wife says just have the whole thing done and then you don't have to worry about it anymore, which is kind of cool, but really don't want to spend the money. But I may just go that route. If I can get it for like between $25,000 and $3,000, I might just have the whole motor done. You know? But whatever. I'll have to look into I gotta clean all this, the valley out. The valley's pretty crummy. I'll wash that all out. But yeah, this was a big surprise. Look, it goes down and bends right there. And this one's got a slight bend right there, so maybe way back when I first got the motor, no, that wouldn't have made a difference because I wasn't tightening down the rocker arms all the way. So those must have been bent even before I got this motor. Because even if I tightened the rockers all the way down, as long as they were in the lifters, they wouldn't have bent like that. Well, alright, so just a quick video to show you where I'm gotten. I'm going to do a little bit more tonight, take a few more things out. Maybe I can get the heads off, I don't know. That would be kind of neat to see what's going on. Alright. Interesting, I pulled the head bolts out on passenger side, and there's fresh never sees on them, and these bolts look relatively new. Somebody's had this head up before. I think the guy I bought this from was building a Cobra replica, and I bet you he bought this Lincoln to use this motor in the replica, and he had the motor off, and he decided he didn't want this motor for some reason, and I don't know. Maybe because the rocker arm nuts were all loose and they kept loosening up on me, got pissed off. Maybe he did the same thing I did over there. Didn't have the push rod in the lifter, bent that one. I don't know. But it's interesting. All the bolts I pulled out, they all look brand new, and the never sees, it looks really fresh. Now, I've had this car, I've had this motor probably since 2007. This is the first I've pulled them out. Interesting. Okay, I got the head off, as you can see, and this right there, there's a nick right there, about an 1/8 inch wide, right on this valve relief. You can just see it right there. That's where the valve hit the piston. Piston looks fine. There's no cracks. Just a little dork. What I'm going to do, though, because that other side's bent, and I really think I'd like to get the whole motor done, and then not worry about it anymore like the wife says. I think I'm going to just put the head back on and then pull the motor and tranny and then separate the transmission and drop the motor off and have them do their magic. Hopefully I won't get 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I won't be visited by that ghost again. But again, you can see right here, it's off. I can't, it's hard to see through the viewer what you're going to see, but right here there's a lot of fresh never sees. This head was off before. This head was off before. So I don't, when I pulled the some freeze spilled in there, so I wiped it up as best I could, and I just sprayed in there with some PB Blaster, just some kind of oil, just to keep it from rusting. But man, that's just a tiny little nick. It's about, it's not even, maybe a 30-second deep, and it caught it right on the corner, right on that very edge of the relief. It's about 1/8 of an inch wide, just enough to cause havoc. Now, I'm just curious why that side bent. I don't know. I don't know. But there's no sense even pulling that side off if I'm going to send this thing out anyways. I want all new lifters, I want all new push rods, I want all the oil valleys and coolant chambers and valleys. I want everything all cleaned out. I don't want to have any problems with this motor again. Alright. That's what we got tonight. Cool.